And what are we talking about today, Abigail? I believe was your pick.
It was. So we decided for Pride Month to choose to be gay, to choose to embrace a homosexual ideology. And so I chose a film that is a classic, but it's something I was only introduced to very recently by the wonderful Valentina V, who's the director of Dracula's Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
And she showed me this 1996 film called The Birdcage, which stars Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, based on a French play, which is... I really fucking enjoy this film.
I had such fun with this.
It's in some ways like maybe a little dated and perhaps even a little nostalgic in the way that it depicts a kind of queerness that is maybe like passing into history now. I mean, there's still gay people, obviously, but like...
Yeah, because this is based around two owners of a drag club in South Beach.
Florida, yeah.
This made me very nostalgic for a certain tier of like British drag, right?
Yeah.
Because used to be, time being, like a good couple of years ago, you could just have like drag queens as personalities that would be on things like they'd be on like Jonathan Ross. They'd just like they'd come and hang out on things. You had like Dame Edna, you had Lily Savage.
Yeah.
And we've sort of lost that. Like Drag Race is more popular, but it feels like the whole drag has been siloed off to just that.
Yeah. In a way, it's gone more mainstream, but has gone to the place that like mainstream quote unquote queer representation goes, where it's like, as you say, it's like it's in its own little pen.
Yes.
It's like in its own pen over to the side of the entertainment industry, and like it all goes in there. And now if you say, oh, it's drag, people go like Drag Race, and sometimes you have to go, no,
like, not
like
a ton
that.
like Drag Race. No,
actually. When the covers come down, we see that Starina is Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane, none other. Beautiful.
Who is also Robin Williams' partner. And Robin Williams is very upset that Nathan Lane is late to stage. And he actually does kick down the bathroom door as they're hiding in there. And they're also a couple. And Nathan Lane's like performance in this is fucking incredible as this like histrionic, like so over the top.
It's so good.
Startled by everything, just like, like my old French teacher, genuinely like phenomenal.
There's so many times where you hear him just go like, oh, in the distance. It's sort of like a way to establish that he's in the scene.
Like, yeah. It's
fantastic.
Wonderful. And Nathan said like, you don't care about me anymore. They're having this like couples bickering.
Yeah.
You don't care about me anymore. You don't love me anymore. He's like, come on, you're on stage in like 5 minutes. And so Nathan Lane says, oh, I have to do everything you say because you're a man and I'm a woman. And Robin Williams just goes, you're not a woman. And she goes,
It's so wonderful. Yeah.
And it's like not entirely clear, like, I don't think Nathan Lane's meant to be trans in it. I think the character's like he, him.
Yes, I believe so.
I think it's just like a very effeminate gay man. Like, I still know gay people who do this who will like call each other she.
Yes.
This like very, very effeminate thing.
Yeah, this is one of those things where this is of a time where drag and being transgender, these sort of ideas hadn't fully separated in the way that they are nowadays. Like, there's a lot of overlap here. You all right?
Yeah, I just tried to take a drink of my tea and realized I forgot to put the tea bag in. So this is just hot water and milk.
Oh, that can't be good.
That's disgusting.
But this is of an era, so the language may not be au fait with how you understand queerness at the moment, but this is something that we'll come across a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I think in Kill James Bond's Pride season.
Indeed.
Nathan Lane is experiencing what I guess we would now call twink death.
Yes.
Because like, oh, I was beautiful once, but now look at me, look at what you've turned me into. Now I'm this short, fat, hideous, ugly thing. And Robin Williams goes, I made you short? Like, it's so...
They have such good chemistry. Like, as a couple, you really, really do believe it.
Yeah,
And, like, eventually he's like, fine, I'll send out someone else to do the piece. And, like, immediately, obviously. She's like, what? Obviously, I'll do it.
My public need me. Like, yeah, it's like, they've come to see Starina, and Starina will not disappoint them. And then Nathan Lane does, in fact, discover Robin Williams with the wine glasses. And then Robin Williams is like, no, it's Val, it's my son.
Yeah, it's Val.
He's come home. And we gather that Nathan Lane loves this kid. And like, actually, at certain points, calls himself Val's mother.
He does.
Yeah, which is very sweet.
Interesting.
There's another lovely detail, which is that the next day, Albert goes into town And he's obviously buying everything he needs for a special meal because, Val's come home. And I like that everyone in town knows Albert and loves him.
Loves him. Absolutely. Yeah, it's so
Every
good.
store owner is just like, hey, Al, what can I get you? Like, it's so sweet.
Well, I was walking around, bundle of sunshine, just like walking into every store, like shooting the shit where we're like, oh, how you doing? You look fantastic. I might have one of these samples. And they're like halfway out and be like, oh, God, I'll have another one. And like rushing back in. Like this kind of overbearing auntie shit that everyone is like, hell yeah, we love this.
He's so and like this was Nathan Lane's first major film role, I think, and he's just fucking bossing it.
He does so well.
I love him. He's so fucking good. There's an interesting line when we cut back to the kitchen where Robin Williams is still being an asshole. Hank Azaria is there. Hank Azaria is like their live-in servant. And Hank Azaria says, you should let me audition for you. I'm better than your estrogen Rockettes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh.
Is that the name of the group, or are they meant to be trans women?
Exactly. Like the definitions are just like a little vague at this point.
Yeah, because I guess like this is something we've talked about on the podcast before, that as trans people specifically have increased in visibility in the last few years, there has been pressure to like make what transness is
really definable,
more legible and definable.
Yes.
Yeah, to be visible and categorizable. Whereas like there is this era where it was kind of all just lumped under like, hey, you're queer. Or they wouldn't, well, they would use that word like as a slur, and they would use other slurs too, which they do later on.
Yeah.
We get this moment where Albert comes home and it's just like, well, Robin Williams, why are you upset? And he's like, Val's engaged. And he goes, oh, don't be ridiculous. And then it's like, wait, what?
He's like, what?
And he's like, oh, and he's like about to faint. And then Val comes in and he goes,
just breathe. Let it go. Breathe. Oh, you've heard.
Like the whole breakfast scene is really, really good at establishing the dynamics of this family, right? Like, it's so good. We understand that Val's mother obviously is a person who has to exist, but has not been present for any of Val's life. Like he's been raised by these two gay men and the livid servant as well.
I love that Val is, I'm not sure who this actor is or what else he's been in, but he's so good in this.
He is, yeah.
He just lets Nathan Lane and Robin Williams do the thing, and he's so sedate, he's so dry the way he comes in, and it's just like, I see you heard. And I get this amazing bit when Nathan Lane is just like,
I'm not saying anything. I promised your father. But you're only 20, and if you throw yourself away on some dormitory slut, you'll be sorry for the rest of your life. There, enough said. That's all. No more. Subject closed.
He's like weeping over baby photos as well.
Oh, it's so good.
Because they get all the people from the club to help them redecorate the place. So they like take out all the statues, they make it very, very plain. And then Val comes out of the bathroom and he's like, who put Playboy in the bathroom? One of the drag queens who's moving all the stuff on the flat. She goes, well, that is what they read. Like,
and he's like, don't add anything. Only take away.
They try and put up this big moose head on the wall. He's like, what are you doing? It's just like, this is what they have, isn't it? It's like,
they love this shit.
I love that gay people trying to figure out what straight people are like in this movie.
Really
it's so
good.
fucking good. Do you know what? I've just now realized this now that I said it out. The reason that I love that is because it depicts a community around this club that is so safe that these queer people can get away with not knowing how straight people are.
They don't even know. Yeah, exactly.
When in reality, like, often we have to know what straight people are like, either because we have to, like, pretend to be straight people or we have to, like, hide among you. And that is so, you, the listeners, presumed straight listeners. And it's like, that's the reason I really like this, like, silly moment. It's like, who put Playboy in the bath? It's like, well, it's what they read, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it's naked women. That's what they like. It's like, no.
It's very pleasant in a way that, like, it's just sort of like a sign of something that was occurring at the time that is quite sadly lost now, I think.
It makes the club and the community around it out to be something really special.
Fantastic.
Which is like a family, which is what we'll get to.
A theme begins to emerge.
So they put on suits.
Put on suits, yeah. Our man's wearing a suit.
Val is despairing.
He looks fine in the suit, but he looks at it and he goes, Christ, I look like my grandfather. This is ridiculous. Like, he's wearing like a full suit and like just so stuffy in it. And they sit down and in comes Nathan Lane dressed in absolute boy mode, full suit, short hair, and it's just the most awkward you've ever seen anyone look.
It's honestly it's really heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, yeah. Like,
to see him like this in the suit and tie, and he like starts walking as he normally would, and then you see the heartbreak on his face as he like
see him like consciously turn it down.
Really like just walks. It's like a fucking death march when he walks like a straight person, and he sits down and he's like really uncomfortable.
Well, so slowly, and he's like adjusting his clothes all the time because he's not happy.
Trying to figure out like where to put his hands, and he's like sweating, and he's like crossing and uncrossing his legs, and we get this little monologue from him that is so heartbreaking, especially considering that Nathan Lane wasn't out, where he says, "You're thinking that dressed like this, I'm even more obvious, aren't you?" And they're like, "Yep, it's just even more obvious this way." And he says, "You hate me, don't you?" And they go, No. And he walks into his room and he locks the door. It's honestly, it kind of becomes like comedic when he's like, "I'm just a guy, right?"
Yeah.
And they're like, but it does have this undercurrent of like, God, I think about the production of Cabaret that I saw in London a while ago, where in Act 2, the MC comes on with like slick down hair and suit and tie, and it reads like a detransition.
Yeah.
I mean, detransition can be okay if that's what's right for you, but
it's all a journey. All of these things are. But like looking at it from his perspective, right? Like he's just getting lied to all the time by like his husband and son, right? For want of a better way of putting it. Like, and he goes in there. He finally like forces himself into the closet, comes in wearing a suit, and he's so obviously gay, and they can't bring themselves to say it, and he can't bring himself to like, it's just heartbreaking, wonderful, incredible.
It's like it's still not good enough for them.
And I'm like, Robin Williams, you have to talk to him.
I have friends who, you know, their family have said to them, "Oh, you can come to the wedding, but can you please dress a certain way or be a certain way or not use a certain name at the wedding?" And I think it's a shame that that's still happening, like 30 years after this film. But just say like, just go, if that's ever happened to you, or if that's about to happen to you, watch this film and realize it's not fucking worth it, because it's never going to be enough.
It's not worth it.
It's never ever going to be enough if you do that, if you limit yourself in that way for other people. Because if they know already, it's never going to be enough for them.
You can't appease people that don't like you epistemologically.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a fun pronunciation of that.